I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
It's dangerous. Don't go near it. Don't go there.
Don't go too close.
Where are we?
What is this?
It's the same. It's another world. It's lighter.
That's nice. I like it here. Can we stay?
Let's stay here.
I like the way it feels. It's safe here.
It's calm here. It's light here.
It's nice.
The bridge.
It's not broken.
It's fixed.
What happened?
The bridge is fixed.
Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Dillian.
Don't forget.
You can feel it.
Feel his presence.
You need the runes to
Find Delia.
You need Dillian. He's waiting for you.
He always said he would.
Open the gate.
She can't.
Open the gate.
It's locked.
Try harder.
She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't.
She will.
She'll find a way. She always finds a way.
Dillion.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through.
Before he disappears.
Dillion, don't lose him.
Away too many times.
Always let him disappear.
Dillion, there he is.
Quick. Why didn't she listen to him? She thought she could defy him.
You have
Where is he? Where's he going?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here. She's in the
Ever
wrong.
again.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
The dark.
The dark world. The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
He was the only one that didn't mind the curse. He loved her so much. You can't go up there.
You can't go up there.
Not in this world.
No. Not in this world. You can't. Senua, you've got it.
Do you remember the way he stroked his hair? Do you remember?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world. Do you feel safe?
Other world.
The dark world.
Without you. Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillion's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel?
Look what happens to the things you love. There he is. Where are you taking
He's
me?
up there. He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. There is a way up there.
Find the way.
She can do it.
You're nearly there.
She can find the way.
You had that loved you.
You squashed it.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe
The curse.
and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
He led you astray.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
His love has tortured you,
And it tortures the darkness.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the
Bet you
things she
can't.
loves. She destroys the things she loves.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Dillion doesn't know who killed him, but we do. You are guilty.
Was it worth it?
The curse.
And now the darkness is swallowing you both.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love,
Filled him with your love because he believed in you.
but the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillion, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
Your curse has claimed Dillion.
Poor Dillion. He didn't know. He was kind. Wasting your time.
You have no time for this. Speak up. They set you trials to distract you.
They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall.
What if these trials mean nothing?
Laughing at you.
They take you closer to Dillion.
Dillion, you're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they found in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let hell keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Do you remember how he made you feel?
They mean nothing.
Special. The waste of her time.
The gods are just playing. What if the gods are laughing?
Messing with her.
It wouldn't be this.
First time. You broke him. You killed him.
You couldn't see the darkness within you.
That are most precious to you.
He was the only one that really loved her.
He did love her.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
He saw that she was strong.
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work?
You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
Everywhere.
What if they're not real?
What if they don't actually make sense?
The gods were lying. If you think it makes sense, but really the gods
Do you know?
are playing with you.
Is it worth it? It makes sense as to alive, and it doesn't make sense.
Words.
Does that make sense?
But it doesn't mean anything.
It's language you don't understand.
Sinbel was right.
You wasted time.
You're cursed. You'll succeed. So quicker. Dillian! world and looked dimly upon the druids like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Don't breathe. No! Where's he gone?
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to him. Just gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy.
They're taking your memories to torture you.
They're taking you from the inside.
You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears.
They're going to take everything.
They're not yours anymore.
They're going to take everything you have.
The memories of ghosts.
They belong to the gods, not to you.
They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul.
They want to crush it.
They think they want your body. They want your soul.
They want your mind, and they're going to